Hello students, I am going to discuss about Fourier transform. Introduction to Fourier transform. So in the last session we have discussed about Fourier series. So what is the disadvantage in Fourier series? Why we are coming to the Fourier transform? So as we know that Fourier series is applicable to only periodic signals. Okay, Fourier series only applicable to periodic signal. This is a drawback of Fourier series. So that's why we have gone for Fourier transform. Fourier transform is mostly used to analyze both periodic and aperiodic signal. So what is the definition of Fourier transform? Fourier transform is a transformation technique which transforms the signals from continuous time domain to frequency domain. Right? Already we have discussed. We have to convert the time domain to frequency domain to analyze any signal very easily. So we have to go for transformation techniques, that is time domain to frequency domain. So there are three methods: Fourier series, Fourier transform and Laplace transform. So Fourier series is only applicable to periodic signals. We are going for Fourier transform. So it can be applicable to both periodic and non-periodic signals. So Fourier transform can be developed by finding the Fourier series of a periodic function and then tending t to infinity. Okay. So how to get the Fourier transform? First we have to get the Fourier series, then we have to apply t tends to infinity such that we will get the Fourier transform. So how means I am going to discuss this point very clearly later. So Fourier transform is used in LTI systems analysis. These are the applications of Fourier transform: signal analysis, cryptography, signal processing, astronomy, radar and spectrum communication. So now Fourier transform representation of non-periodic functions. So how the Fourier transform is represented for non-periodic signals we are going to see now. So to get the summary, that is how the Fourier transform is applicable to non-periodic signals, first we have to consider an arbitrary periodic function x of t. Okay, we have to consider a periodic function x of t with a period capital T. Okay, so this is a periodic signal. So for the periodic signal we have to apply the Fourier series, because already we have discussed that the Fourier transform can be developed by finding the Fourier series, and the Fourier series is applicable to only periodic signal. So that's why I have considered the periodic signal with a period capital T. Now I am applying the Fourier series. So after applying the Fourier series, what we will get? We will get the quotients, either trigonometric or exponential. We will get a n, b n, a naught, c naught, cn. These are nothing but the quotients. Okay, that is the spectrum is a discrete spectrum, not a continuous spectrum. Okay, so after applying the Fourier series I'll get the spectrum, and this is a discrete spectrum. This is already we know. Okay, so this is a arbitrary signal x of t with a period t. See, this is 0 and this is t. So this is a period x of t. It is an arbitrary signal. It is repeating after every time period t. Okay. So for this periodic signal, if I find the Fourier series, I'll get the spectral lines. After joining the spectral lines, I'll get the signal like this. Okay. So this is a Fourier series representation. Okay. And this is a gap between spectral lines. After finding the Fourier series, I got the spectral lines and the gap, observe the gap between the spectral lines. Okay. Now if I increase this time period double, 2 times, if I increase the time period 2 times, that is the x of t is existing between like this, here to here. Here the time period is 2t. The time between the time period is doubled. Now what will happen? If I apply the Fourier series, now I will get the signal like this. Okay. So here what is the difference between this figure and this figure is the amplitude is decreased and the spacing between the spectral lines is decreased. Okay. Next, if I consider the fundamental time period is 4t, that is here and somewhere around here I am having the signal. Okay, that is, as the fundamental time period is going on increasing, what is the change I am getting in the spectral lines? That is, the gap between the spectral lines are becoming closer and closer. Okay, it is nothing but f naught. See, what is the relation we are having between t and f? T is nothing but 1 by f, inverse relationship. If time period increases, f decreases. The same thing is happening here. As the fundamental time period is going on increasing, the spacing between the spectral lines is going on decreasing. Okay, so if t tends to infinity, what will happen if t tends to infinity? T tends to infinity means here I am having the signal and somewhere around at t is equal to infinity I am having the signal. We don't know what is infinity, where we are having the infinity. What is, we can't define the infinity value. So I can say that this x of t is becoming aperiodic, right? If t tends to infinity, x of t is becoming aperiodic signal, not a periodic signal. Okay, for the aperiodic signal, what will be the spectral lines? Actually, as t is increasing, what will happen? The spacing will decreases. Now the space is infinity. T is infinity. Then what is f value? If t is infinity means f is 0. F is 0 means there is no gap between the spectral lines. The spectral lines are very closer. If these are closer means we are getting a continuous time signal, right? As t tends to infinity, the adjacent pulses becoming separated by infinite amount of time. That is, x of t is becoming a non-periodic function. At the same time, the separation between the spectral lines becomes infinitely small or 0. Or in other words, I can say that a non-periodic signal as t tends to infinity, x of t will become non-periodic or aperiodic. So in other words, I can say that a non-periodic signal will be having a continuous spectrum. Okay, so this is nothing but Fourier transform representation of non-periodic function. Are you getting? So here, simple thing, I have considered periodic signal with period capital T. If I apply the Fourier series, I'll get the spectral lines. Okay, the magnitude spectrum or phase spectrum is always discrete. Next, after getting these spectral lines, if I join, I'll get the waveform like this. Okay, so this is for this one, which is having the period capital T. If I increase the capital T, these spectral lines are becoming closer. Okay, if I consider t as infinity, if t is infinity means there is no period of repetition, right? Then this signal is becoming aperiodic signal. For this aperiodic signal, that is t tends to infinity, what about the spectral line spacing? T is increasing, spectral lines are decreasing. T tends to infinity, spectral line space is decreases to 0. Means they are very closer, infinity small. So I will get a continuous spectrum for the aperiodic signal or non-periodic signal. Okay, so this is a simple concept. Thank you.